Hey, welcome guys to another episode of Jay and Kitten Sports Talk. I'm one, I'm one half of the duo. My name is Jay, and we are waiting for my partner to get on. Kenton, he'll be here shortly. He's having some technical difficulties, and here we go. The one and the one and only Kenton.
Hold up, still trying to do some stuff real quick.
Let's give a round of applause for my partner Kenton here.
Yeah, hold up, still working on some stuff.
The best co-host a guy can have. I'm lucky to have Kenton, guys. He's a super nice dude also. You know, I'm trying to give you some compliments. What's going on? Get it.
I'm just trying to get my hair ready. I might just go back on my bed.
You want to go back to bed?
No, go back on my bed.
Where were you?
It's just the wires. They're in the way right now, and I don't really want to reorganize them. And my stand is also acting up. I am missing a part that clicks to it that makes it stand. And I'm trying to
go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. Make my day. And you can tell, get it. I took my pain medication again.
Oh, so you're feeling it?
I'm feeling high, but dude, I'm feeling great. I always feel great when I do this with you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I look forward to the podcast every single week. It's so much fun doing this with you. But what a horrible loss here yesterday. I can't believe the Packers can't even get any flags. I got something to say about last night's game. I really do. So, how long is it going to take, Kenton? Alright, you guys. We're just waiting for Kenton to get something fixed, and we'll start right away. And I just wanted to give a big shout out to Chief Fan. He also is editing some of my videos for me. He already sent me 2 short clips from last night's live stream. So that's gonna be uploaded onto the channel probably tonight. And then me and Kenton, we might do the Bucks game tonight.
In the bathroom and shower. That's why you said take a shower. Are you gonna take a shower today?
But yeah, bear with us, guys. We'll be beginning.
You know,
I got it dry.
Waiting for it to
I hold that.
set up.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Does that do anything?
No, I don't think so. I know Adam's been trying to call me the past couple weeks. Can you ask him to call us back, please?
Yeah, you want me to tell him or?
We'll just ask him to call him real quick.
Okay.
Tell him it's important to call him.
We've been here for a really long time, and I think we should kind of start moving on to this place.
Hold up real quick, Jay, and I gotta leave the stream real quick. I'll be back. Less than 3 minutes. I gotta make a call, an important one,
All right, guys, he'll be right back.
and then we can start the show.
Go for it, dude. Go for it. Like Tintin said, he'll be right back. He is going to make an important phone call. So, yeah, I think it's to his doctor.
Dude, what the? Something ran at us! All three REM pods went out.
Almost the same time.
There was one after another after another. I heard footsteps. I heard like running. I was gonna say, did you hear that? Yeah. None of us be ashamed to not hit them all. I think we can actually. Oh my god! Dude, what the? We legitimately just got.
We can make the hallway scarier than it already is.
So, yeah, guys, just give us a minute. And, yeah, right here. In the meantime, let me ask you guys a question. How was your days? My day was not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, yeah. Uh, so, yeah, we're just waiting for Kenton to come right back in here. So, starting. We'll be starting shortly, like I always say. I'll be right back, guys. It'll be starting short. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? How you doing today, Daniel? We are waiting for Kenton to get back. He was on, but like he said, he had to go make an important phone call. So he'll be right back. And yeah, guys, we'll be starting shortly. Shortly. We'll be getting to some. We are waiting for Kenton to arrive. So we'll be starting the podcast shortly. I just want to apologize for letting you guys wait. So I'll be back in about another 4 or 5 minutes. Yeah, well, good. I'm back. But my co-host is still on a phone call with his important phone call, and now he's back. All right, kids, you still there?
Yeah.
All right. So what's up? What's up?
What's up?
And your camera got again.
Over here. I just turn my camera off real quick.
So
Where's there it is.
so yeah,
No. I had to make a difficult call real quick to my mom's boyfriend's son. So
what happened? If I may ask.
my mom's boyfriend's mother passed away today.
Ooh, I am sorry to hear.
So I had to tell he couldn't get a hold of his own son, and me and his son are pretty close friends. So I had to tell his son.
Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I know that could be. I know that could be difficult.
I never met her, sadly. So
But it's always hard to tell somebody about it. That
yeah, no, that was hard. That's why it was like, I gotta go, Jay.
yeah, sorry.
So
Yeah, don't worry about it. Man. Perfect.
so yeah,
excuse.
so
So
talk to him.
let me do the intro. Okay. Welcome, guys, to the Sports Talk. It's Jay and Kenton. And you guys know what this is. Two guys just talking about sports and arguing about it.
Especially when it comes to the Bears for some reason. You're a Caleb Williams stan. That's what you are.
I love Caleb Williams. I think he's a good quarterback.
I think Justin Fields is better, but I get that Caleb Williams has a bigger upside.
No.
Right now,
Caleb Williams has a better high season.
I know I said Caleb Williams has a better upside, but as of right now, Justin Fields to me is still better.
Because Caleb is a rookie, dude.
Justin Fields was better in his rookie year.
Caleb has a better
He just fits the Bears roster better than Caleb Williams does.
Wow. I can't talk to you
Put
anymore.
Caleb Williams like before, I guess the Raiders truly are tanking now, but you could have put him on the Raiders and that would have made sense because they're like the reason why Justin Fields made more sense is because that team was building together. He already had a couple years under his belt. They bring in guys to come work with him, and then they just blow it up and forget about it after a year. That's the Bears' fault. With Caleb Williams, if he has another team where they really had no direction or goal, just like the Bears pretend they have a direction or goal, it messes them up. Now they had all this expectations, and now they're at the playoffs. Like that's literally because they just didn't have Justin Fields. I don't think they'd be that much better. Trust me, I don't think so too. But I definitely think they would have won.
I really don't think that.
I think they would have won more games because Justin Fields has a better IQ when it comes to the game, anyways. Like even though Caleb Williams might be more talented, especially arm wise, Justin Fields just knows the game better than him.
Yeah, but it'll be the same result because of the head coach.
Yeah, the head coaches for the Bears are awful.
They messed up the game management in 3 games.
Yeah, but again, I'm telling you, if that was Justin Fields, he would have called timeout.
And he would have got yelled at by the coach for using the last timeout.
Hey, he's playing smart, unlike the coach. So
I got a lot to say about the referees last night. I swear.
Yeah, they're bad.
That was horrible. On that, we should have another touchdown, but that touchdown got called back. They said Christian Watson ran a pick play. I went over that play. That was not a pick play. The guy ran into Christian Watson.
Yeah, no, that was awful. That they literally took the game from us.
Yeah, and then they don't give a flag for hitting Jordan Love in the head.
Or the Jaden Reed PI that I guess none of us saw that
Yeah,
happened in the end zone.
and then Ahmad St. Brown pushed off Keyshawn Nixon on that catch.
Yep, that one was also an offensive one. So then there are 3 PIs they just did not call.
Yeah, but I guarantee if that was Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen or one of the other high-rated quarterbacks, they would have thrown the flag.
Oh, most definitely. The NFL so biased.
Because Jordan Love is not up there yet with the high quarterbacks, so he doesn't get all the calls.
Which is dumb because he's one of the best ones. So.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Excuse my language.
No, you're right. You're starting to feel the hate that both major league sports feel against Wisconsin teams. Like, I just don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe it's because we're small market, but I don't know. It just feels like the NFL and NBA just do not like Wisconsin sports, and they tried the best to screw us over. If it's trying to give bad publicity to an athlete that pretty much does nothing, except Aaron Rodgers. That one's like the only athlete I think Wisconsin's ever had where he's been pretty controversial. But Giannis Antetokounmpo is one of the most humble, nicest NBA players. Christian Yelich is totally quiet and fine, and Jordan Love is pretty chill. And you still see the media trying to find ways to get drama or some form of, are they unhappy? Are they going to leave? Are they going to get traded? Or, some form of BS. And it's like that, especially with the Bucks every year. Every fucking year, excuse my language, because this is irritating. They always say, is Giannis going to leave the Bucks? They said it when we traded for Drew Holiday, Eric Bledsoe, when he was a 4th year in the league. Like, they just don't want him in Milwaukee. And it's plain and simple. And I hate that they try to. I would respect ESPN, TNT, all the sports industries or media outlets. If they were just honest, just be like, hey, I don't like the city of Milwaukee. I think you should be somewhere else.
Yeah.
Boom. Even though I, of course, wouldn't agree with it, at least you're honest. You can't be, I love the city of Milwaukee. Even though you complain about coming here in the playoffs because it's cold. Like, stop lying.
Yeah, but that's good football right there. Hard football. Like the old days.
No, I just think as much as these analysts like to say that the leagues are becoming soft, they're softer.
But I looked at the schedule for the Lions and the Packers remaining. It looked like we have the easiest remaining schedule out of the Vikings and the Lions.
We better. I was like,
we play the Seattle Seahawks on a Sunday night game. The next game is a primetime game. Sunday night.
Yep, and then we versus the Saints Monday.
And on Monday versus the Saints. Those are 2 W's right there.
Should be at least. I don't know. The Seahawks have been playing good this year, though.
Yeah, but now
they just don't know how to finish games. They play they're like the young teams in the NBA that play really extreme competitive football or basketball. But as soon as it's like crunch time where you
Yeah,
got to end the game just because they don't have the experience or high value players like that. They just can't get it done.
but
But they're no pushovers though.
there was some good news today coming out of Green Bay. We're getting Jair back for that game.
The Seahawks game.
Yeah, Jair Alexander is coming back.
Yeah,
And then,
I love him.
yeah, Evan Williams, who left last night's game, he's under concussion protocol.
He'll probably miss the game.
He might miss the game or he might not.
Isn't that a game Lucas? But I mean, not Lucas Fernandez. Luke Musgrave's supposed to come back.
Yeah. And then Romeo Dobbs is coming back.
So yeah, getting Luke Musgrave and Romeo Dobbs will definitely open up
Yeah.
the offense more. And again, we got our second. I know Romeo Dobbs and Jaden Reed can also be deep threats, but I generally think that job is for Luke Musgrave and Christian Watson. You have our tight end deep guy, and then you have Christian Watson, our receiver deep guy. And then, like I said, you use Tucker Kraft for the checkdowns or slant routes.
Well, you know what I want to see more of in the Packers offense is the 2 tight end set.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about yesterday on the Lions.
I mean, I love Tucker Kraft. He can run any route clean. He runs the nicest route as a tight end.
I think Luke Musgrave is a better as a route runner than Tucker Kraft. Tucker Kraft has just gotten more snaps because he's not hurt.
But he can do it all.
But yeah, don't get me wrong. But if I was going to give the strengths for one, Luke Musgrave is the faster, better catching tight end, and Tucker Kraft is the better blocking.
Yeah, but then Tucker Kraft got better and better at catching. So
he still drops a lot of balls, so I can't confidently say that he does.
Yeah,
he's really good.
Right, but
he's really good, but he still drops a lot of balls.
Yeah, but it's his second year.
Yeah, and you're not giving any of that to Luke Musgrave, who's been hurt. It's like he was drafted first for he was drafted before Tucker Kraft for a reason, Jay.
Yeah, but
what do you mean? Yeah, but when he's not hurt, he plays well.
I'm more.
It's just because his block is literally if he was a better blocker, he'd be getting more minutes than Kraft. But because Kraft is a better blocker.
You know who Tucker Kraft reminds me of?
Oh, this is a good one. Who?
From the New England Patriots, number 87.
Gronk.
Yeah.
I don't think he reminds me of Gronk.
The route running.
I didn't really think Gronk was the best route runner. I just think he was such a good brute, and he had good hands.
I mean, he can get off the line clean. When somebody tries to knock it out.
I guess, but again, that's because he's a brute. No, I wouldn't consider that a route running. I just consider that skilled ass balance. That's her.
Yeah, and Tucker Kraft has that.
Yeah, but I'm saying when it comes to the hip balance, I like Luke Musgrave's better. But I like Tucker Kraft's physicality more than Luke Musgrave's. Though.
Yeah, I like the physicality, but I do like the speed that Luke Musgrave has.
And his height, because he's taller than.
Yeah. So you can just send him down the middle of the field.
I'm telling you, I need two bombs from Jordan Love to him when he comes back. Because I can see like Luke Musgrave being like the tight end version of Jordy Nelson.
Really?
Like I'm talking about just like those deep bomb touchdown plays. Like,
well, he does remind me of another tight end that Packers used to have.
Michael Finley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I knew that's where you were going with that one because again, he was such a deep bomb threat, but unlike Luke Musgrave, but I just also don't think this because they haven't utilized him a lot.
Oh
But
yeah.
Drew Michael Finley was used in the slot a lot.
Oh yeah, he was. We used him like a slot receiver.
Yeah. And we just haven't utilized Luke like that. But I definitely agree. I think us being in a 2 tight end set, especially with Josh Jacobs being so effective,
Oh
that's
yeah.
such a great scheme because you can switch up plays so much. You can have your 2 tight ends that, of course, we know that can catch. If Jordan's looking at the line and sees, oh crap, they have a lot of guys up front to stop the
Yeah.
run. You switch the play. Now you have your 2 tight ends go for a
Yeah,
route.
yeah. So,
You know,
but the thing that I did not like about yesterday's game, Malafleur did not get Jaden Reed the ball. He only got 3 targets in the whole game.
with 0 receptions.
I'm like, dude, he's your best guy out there.
And he was the guy that talked crap too. So
Yeah. So I'm like, and did you hear what the Packers said last night after the game? Some of the players, we'll see the Lions again in the playoffs. And I like that. When our players come ever, we'll see
yeah,
it.
no, I love that mentality.
Yeah.
I think we will. Like I said, I think if we see them in the playoffs, I think we'll get the upper hand.
But now we got to go through Philly, the Vikings, then the Lions.
Just all reasons for us to get our licks back.
Yep. So it should be a great remaining 4 games. We got the Seahawks, Saints, Vikings, and Bears.
And then, after it's all over, it's just NBA season.
Yes, it is.
Oh, and wrestling. Wrestling never ends. So
Yeah, wrestling never ends. So, that's the recap of last night's game. The Packers should have won that game.
yeah, again, missed opportunities, places where we just couldn't score, and most of it was on us of drop passes, stupid penalties. Even though some of them weren't
Yeah, but
penalties.
you know what I don't like about the Packers and Matt LaFleur? Why not give the ball to Jacobs from the beginning of the game? Why just run the ball in the second quarter? Why not the first quarter?
Because they wanted to get Jordan Love in rhythm faster, like they did it last year, and it just didn't work out this year.
Yeah, we all know.
After the second drive didn't work out for passing, they should have went to running. But they gave Jordan Love 4 drives pretty much before they were like, all right, he can't get anything on the arm and the air going, so we have to start running. So
Yeah, but look what happens when you run the ball. When Jordan Love gets more comfortable, he makes plays. And that's why we were in the game.
To me, it just depends on the game, Jay. Because there's some times where Jordan Love comes out slinging and he does well, and then we run the ball, but then he loses his juice. And then sometimes, like what you just said, it's vice versa, where we get the ball running, he does get in the rhythm, and it goes. I just generally think it depends on what their game plan is and how it works. In this game, it just didn't work out right away. It took him a little bit to get in rhythm. It took a long time also for our O-line. Our O-line was really bad in the first quarter, and I don't think people are forgetting that. Jordan Love gets sacked. So when we do run the ball for the first time, it gets blown up and we lose yardage. So that made the Matt LaFleur hesitant, like, all right, our O-line is not ready. We have to do it from the air. And then our wide receivers couldn't catch passes. And Jordan Love didn't have enough time to throw the ball because our O-line was trash. Then as our O-line started getting better, Jordan Love was able to get more time to throw. But again, those throws just weren't connecting that much. And then we started running the ball. Then it started looking good. So it just took a little bit for our team to get
But
going.
you know
And
why?
then it looked bad because the Lions were hot right off the bat. So
Yeah. But you know who I hated to see in a Lions uniform last night?
Darius Smith.
Yeah. He was, oh my God, in that first quarter, he was dominant.
He looked so weird after he cut his hair.
Oh, yeah, he was too.
And I didn't realize how long of a neck he had. Oh my God. It looked like his helmet barely fit on his face.
That's what you got out of it.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, "That's Darius Smith. Like, he looks so different."
Man, yeah,
I was like, his face looked like it was CGI'd in the
yeah,
helmet.
yeah.
Because of how small his helmet was.
But he dominated that top in the first quarter, dude. That Tom could not block Smith to save life.
No.
But but we are fighting for right now. If the playoffs started right now, we would have had the 6th seed. So we're fighting for the 6th seed or the 5th seed.
That's crazy being 9-4 and
Yeah, that's how you can tell the NFC North is the best division in football.
Yeah, until the Bears ruined it.
Why did you have to bring up the Bears?
And why did they have to ruin it? They could have kept being good, and we would have all been fine with it a little bit because of we're all enjoying the entertainment. How good the NFC North is, and then the Bears are like, you know what? We don't want to be a part of that.
And for a couple of weeks there, they were winning.
And to them, and to at least their fans, it felt good for them to be a part of. Like, hey, we're winners too. No,
But,
you got
but after that Hail Mary play, it went
no,
down.
they were going downhill before that Hail Mary play. That was the one that definitely put it in the dagger. Like,
Yeah.
this is who you guys are going to be for the rest of the year. But no, they were showing glimpses before that where
No,
I was like,
yeah, but wasn't the block punt after the Hail Mary play too?
no, that was before. Not the Chiefs one, but they had one where you talking about the one where it got blocked and it got taken back for a touchdown?
No, the one against the Packers.
That was after.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the one where they punted the ball and it got, was that also the Commanders game?
Yeah. That was also the Commanders game.
So no, it wasn't the Hail Mary. It was that punt. That punt where the Commanders returned it. That one was what did it. And then the Hail Mary just solidified it.
And you know who might be the new head coach of the Bears?
Say it again.
You know who's gonna get the job at the Bears head coach?
Who?
The Detroit Lions offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson.
I don't think Lions fans would like that.
Hey, that doesn't matter. He's a high candidate for a head coaching job. So, all right, that's it for the recap. Let's talk about the Bucks.
We're 11-10. Again, won 9 out of our last 11 games.
Oh yeah. Cool.
We versed the Boston Celtics today. Chris Middleton comes back to make his season debut. So
that's a big boost.
Yeah. So he's probably going to come off the bench, probably a limited time, but just getting him out there is what's important.
So,
and to be honest,
he's not going to be out there a long period of time.
Yeah, I don't think he will, especially since he hasn't played a game this season. So
So
hopefully he's been playing 5-on-5. Well, he has been playing 5-on-5, but hopefully that running up and down has been getting him back into game shape.
Are the Celtics good? Well, the Celtics are good, right? Because they won the championship.
Yep, and they have the second best record in this NBA.
So, what chance did you give the Bucks tonight? If you could tell.
I think the score will be like
In the high hundreds or
definitely in the high hundreds, or I'll say low to mid. I'd say like the score will probably be like 120, 115.
okay. Celtics.
And I'll give the Bucks just because I'm out. That would be me being a little biased. If I'm being
Yeah.
realistic, it is not in Milwaukee, and most of the time I give the home team a slight advantage just because that's just how it is.
Yeah.
So fan wise, I think the Bucks will win by 5.
Okay.
If we're going realistic, I just because it's how it's always been. I think
Yeah.
realistically, I think the Bucks may lose by 2. I think if we win by 5. If we lose by 2.
Okay. Nice.
So yeah, I'll do that for basketball because that's kind of how I always am. I'm slightly gut feeling too, more leaning towards us winning this game just because of Chris Middleton coming back and then energy feeling good right now for us. So
okay. So
and us losing against the Atlanta Hawks because of our back-to-back and us being tired that game, I feel like the Bucks would want to come back and show like, hey, just because we were tired doesn't mean you guys can doubt us again or something. So
any injury, significant injury to both teams?
Nope. Both of their injured players came. Kristaps Porzingis for the Boston Celtics came back last week.
Okay.
So yeah, both teams will be for the first time full strength.
Everybody.
Yeah. So Kristaps Porzingis has had more playing time than Chris Middleton, so I expect Chris Middleton to look a little rusty or just just a little off. So
So when is the trade deadline in India?
It ends after All-Star break.
And when is that?
Like mid-February.
And let me ask you, do you think the Bucks should?
Yes, they got to make a trade still. Even though we're changing it around, we have a bad contract situation because we're in the second apron. We really won't be able to get out of it. But in order for the Bucks to make a trade, we have to have a three-team trade because the second apron just stops us from really making a trade with.
Yeah, but I mean, how does that work?
You just get another team to trade. So, like, if the Bucks trade Pat Connaughton and Marjon Beauchamp, we will trade Pat Connaughton to one team and Marjon to the other, or both to one team and then the other team sends us one, or both separate teams send us 2 different things to help balance it out, or vice versa.
Oh, can you? I have a question though. Can you throw in like a draft pick or no?
We can't, but the other teams can.
Why is that? Why can't the Bucks?
Money wise, like you have to give up. We can't trade picks, but we can trade players for picks. But we can't give picks for players. It's confusing.
Yeah, see, I don't understand that part.
The NBA made the rules so this way that teams just can't keep trading or signing mid-team players to stay good. But that's what you're supposed to do if you're a good GM.
Yeah, like in football, that's what we do in football. Look at how bad the Jets are. They're giving away picks.
And that's the thing too is there have been NBA teams that have been shooting themselves in the foot, like the Houston Rockets, that were trying to get veteran players because they thought they would help make them a playoff push or championship push, and it just didn't work out. The NBA stopped that. Now teams, they want teams to build through the draft. I get that. That's the whole way the NFL does it mostly.
Yeah, the NFL.
And now the NFL is copying the NBA with giving a lot of power and play environment. But I'm telling you, when I told you in the beginning of the season that both leagues are like flipping because they look at each other so much, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, the NFL loved the not loved, but they loved the freedom that the NBA was allowing their players to have with wearing shoes and
Yeah.
colorful stuff
And
and
with
all
the
that being
podcast,
expressive. Then the NFL did that to copy the NBA, but then the NBA was like, man, I really like the fan loyalty that the NFL has. Let's switch this rule up to maybe get more fans to stick to their teams. Oh man, I don't like this power and player empowerment.
Kenton's having a little bit of a technical difficulty here. He'll be right back shortly. Maybe he should get off and come back, log back on again. You still there, Kenton? All right, we just lost Kenton, but Kenton will be back shortly. I'm sure of it because his connection got lost, but he has to log back on again, and yeah. We're just waiting for Kenton to come back. Hopefully he does come back. Hey Kenton, you gonna come back or what? Are you gonna be back? Let me reach out to Kenton. Alright. Hey Kenton, you gonna be back? So yeah, we're waiting for Kenton, but yeah. So yeah, he was explaining to us about the NBA trade, why we couldn't trade. And guess who's back? He's back, folks.
Yeah, my phone died. I was like, what happened? But my charger wasn't plugged in on the other side.
Yeah, because it was weird. Yo,
Yeah, no, this whole time I was like, my phone's charging. No, I just wasn't plugged in on
I
the other
mean,
side.
your face just froze, and we're like,
For Alva.
yep. I'm like, who is he kissing? But yeah, he's back.
Yeah, I was talking about it's the second apron. I don't remember exactly where I was.
I mean, so when did they start the rule?
Last year, pretty much.
I mean, and do they like it? Do the teams like it?
No, everyone hates it besides the NBA. Like it's making me not want to become an NBA fan. Like I'm not lying to you. Like
But
besides the refs being horrendously bad,
yeah,
the second apron just doesn't allow teams. It was made to affect higher market teams, but all the better teams right now are the lower market teams, the smaller market teams. So it's messing them up. These teams haven't had championship caliber teams for decades, and it's not just the Bucks. There's a handful of other teams right
Yeah.
now that are good, especially the Denver Nuggets. That we as franchises have not been this good. The one time now that we're good, they implement these rules that stop these organizations from keeping that success, but you allowed the Heat, Los Angeles, Boston, all these other cities to have these runs for decades before you even came up with this rule. That is ridiculous.
but do you think they might go back to the old rules or?
They got to. This is the lowest viewership the NBA has ever had. And I'm forsaking it. And it's not because of the competition. It's because of the stupid rule changes.
Yeah.
But
Of course. Yeah.
fans no longer know what the hell is going on. It is no longer a comfortable understanding of your sport. I read the rule book last year, read a tiny bit of it this year because most of it's the same and they just did a little changes. They're calling stuff that on the rule book that I'm perceiving, then I'm just thinking I'm wrong then. They have it where you can't pump fake as an offensive player and get a call, but they still call that for people. Trae Young does it all the time. Luka Doncic does it all the time. James Harden still does it. But if players like Damian Lillard do it, or DeJounte Murray, or Drew Holiday do it, nothing. I don't get the consistency. When it comes to big men and they're in the paint, they have a rule. If you don't jump with the player and you don't start the contact with your chest, if you go straight up and your hands are up, this has kind of been one for a while, but they put more emphasis into it 2 years ago, it is not a foul. They still call a foul, especially when the offensive player initiates the contact, when that's not how it's supposed to happen.
Is it like football? Like earlier, I would say, if that was Patrick Mahomes, he would have got that call.
Yeah, it's kind of how it is. How they changed all the pass interference, where linebackers get a little bit more leeway now with tackling quarterbacks, but then they still call the soft ass calls for Patrick Mahomes. Like
Yeah.
it's like stuff like that.
So
But instead of just one player like that in the NFL, the NBA only will do it for like the point guards, and then everyone else is
so
fair
the
game.
NBA does it for one position.
Yeah, pretty much. It's they do it for stars, but it's mostly for positions what I'm seeing. Shooting guards, point guards. Like LeBron, thankfully, because this is the first year where I've seen LeBron not get his calls. And I am so happy. Like, I'm sorry. LeBron James is great. He is an all-time player. He's not the all-time player, but he's an all-time player. But I also think LeBron James is very overrated in his efficiency, and not his playmaking, but his play decision, his effort. People are like, oh, I get he's about to be 40, but he's been playing like that with no effort sometimes since he was like 28 years old, where he would just be lacking. Like he's always had these inconsistencies in his game. He's just a 6'8", 6'9" athletic beast that makes up for his lack of
Skill.
I don't want to say effort, but it's kind of what it is. Like when you yourself, or like when people feel like they're just such the shit, and again they're skilled and skilled enough that a lot of it just comes to them like that.
Yeah.
But when they take a break, they take hard breaks, and a lot of the times it ends up messing his teams up. Another thing I don't like about LeBron is he does not know how to take accountability. He's always blaming the refs. He's always blaming his teammates. He's never blaming himself.
Oh, you mean like Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, like a couple of games ago, LeBron James had like 6 turnovers out of the 10. I was like, what? The team had 15 turnovers, and he had 6 of them. And he said, we as a team have to turn over the ball less. Motherfucker, you had most of the turnovers. You could have said I and us have to be cleaner, but like there's worse situations that he's done where he said we, but like he doesn't just say like I didn't play well. Giannis has said that. Michael Jordan has said that. Kobe Bryant has said that. And unlike LeBron James, Kobe I don't really agree with this one, but Kobe will call out players. You're like, this dude just got to play better. And Kobe's only done that when it's a streak of games. He doesn't do it when it's just one game. He's just like, hey, got to clean some stuff up and get back at it. But, it's been 5 games. Hey, this person has to get better. Or we have to make some changes in the lineup. Like, even though it's not directly calling out players. Like,
yeah, man.
Like Kobe also had the mindset of like, he ain't going to tell anybody injury, be like, I'm just not playing well. I gotta change that. LeBron James has not said that. Like, yeah, he says like they're not playing well as a team, but he's not taking his self accountability, turning over. He missed. He went for like 1 for 9. He pretty much was putting up his son's numbers, bro. Like,
Why do you always have to go after him like that?
because his son shouldn't be in the league. I'm at that point. I'm no longer giving him leeway. He's in the G League right now. They got their stupid photo op. His son should not be in the league. His son should be in college. LeBron's nepotism ruined his son's career. I don't think we're ever going to see LeBron James Jr. in the league like that again.
You never know. He's still a young kid.
He's struggling very hard in the G League right now, Jay.
But he can still work on his game, get a little bit stronger.
There's multiple players who are younger than LeBron James' son who are in the G League who are playing outstandingly better. And the Bucks have one who's younger.
But the thing I don't get is that I don't know why he doesn't have his father's genes.
I was like, yeah, his dad's 6'8", 6'9",
And he's a
and
beast.
he's only I think 6'3".
And LeBron's a beast.
But his son plays like LeBron, but the only difference is he's 6'3", and you can. That's why like
And he's
people were
not-
making a joke like it's harsh, but no, LeBron James' son is proving that if LeBron James himself was smaller, he wouldn't be as great of a player as he would.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that.
Like LeBron again is an athletic freak, but
Oh, he is, yeah.
he doesn't have the best IQ as people want to pertain. Like he's not like as much as I don't think Tom Brady's an athletic freak. Tom Brady at least his IQ and his knowledge of the game
Oh,
is
yeah.
out of this world. As much as I don't like Tom Brady, he's one of the most analytic wise, the best in football.
He doesn't have the strongest arm.
He's not fast. He's not that strong either.
But
So he has to use his brain
yeah.
to make up a lot of stuff. LeBron is the exact opposite.
Yeah.
He's one of the most athletic, physically gifted beast that we'll ever see in the athletic world. And him being just talented in that way has helped him, of course, understand the game knowledge-wise. I won't say he doesn't know any knowledge. But compared to other players that are even in the league now that are not as great as him, they still have better IQ than him. The way I see him, like LeBron James, like they always try to call him like the point guard or the point king, but he's a bad point guard. In my eyes, he's never been a good
Point guard.
bringing the ball up. He'll do the stupid cut and move because he's isoing. He wants to go up. He's not gonna do it. To be a great player, another thing LeBron doesn't do that people think he does, he elevates players. He doesn't elevate players. He gets a lot of players that are already elevated that help him.
Yeah.
There's been a couple teams where they've sucked and he's had to like elevate players in that way, and it's mostly his Laker teams and a few Cavs teams.
Yeah.
But other than that, wherever he's gone, he's always had management or the GM where he picks and gets players that he's liked and then he meshes with, that already that elevates his game, not theirs. Like
the Miami Heat.
Yeah, I get he's breaking records. He does have rings, but nothing seems like it's just generally him carrying those franchises on his back.
Yeah, of course.
He always has great supporting cast, which I'm not taking that away. That it's a good thing. That's how you win champs. It's a team sport, but the delusional in his fan base and in himself to take on I am the shit because of all this. Yes, you are a great player, but you've had a better supporting cast than the most champions have ever had.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And if it wasn't for two other players, Ray Allen and Kyrie Irving, who hit clutch shots, he wouldn't have 2 of his rings. If Ray Allen didn't hit that corner 3 against the, I think it was the Spurs,
Yeah.
he wouldn't have won that championship. If Kyrie Irving didn't hit that, I think it was a 2 or 3 clutch against the Golden State Warriors, they wouldn't have won that game.
Oh yeah. No, it was a 3. I watched that game.
Yeah, it was a 3. Like those games were saved because of other players.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Kyrie Irving was closing out in the Warriors game anyways.
Yeah, he was.
So I give that championship credit to Kyrie Irving, but LeBron James won the MVP.
So, Kitten, is there any more stuff?
The 76ers are still trash. They're supposed to be a playoff team, and they're 2-17 or something like that. I haven't looked. It's been
2-17.
Yeah, and they have last year, and they have the league MVP from last year, and they have Paul George,
Ouch, dude.
Tyrese Maxey too. They've had injuries, but when they came back,
that is brutal.
Joel Embiid is the biggest phony when it comes to star players. I think his laziness mentality, his motivation, and I get he's on a franchise that has traded away a lot of his supporting cast for bozos, so I get that he is a little deflated, but you just can't do that for your teammates. As much as the organization might suck itself, you can't leave your teammates abandoned like that.
Yeah, but some guys do that all the time.
Yeah, he just lost a lot of his credibility when it comes to his effort.
Yeah, there's those guys like that in the NFL also.
Yeah, which sucks,
I mean, you know what made Tom Brady great? That he cared about his teammates. He would never.
I was yeah, again, as much as I didn't like him, I see a lot of stuff that he did well. That's very respectable.
Yeah. While he was playing, I didn't like it. But after he retired, I gotta give Tom Brady his credit.
I still don't think he's the best QB of all time, though.
Now, there is an argument about that. That guy has 7 Super Bowl rings.
Even though 3 of them came from cheating, I'm not going to give him that. He has 4.
You don't count the other 3.
Yeah, I don't count cheaters. Even though the Astros and records-wise for the MLB are still championships, they clearly cheated with taking the batter and pitching notes. And the NFL and the MLB admitted they cheated, and I know the NFL did the same thing, but they just can't take away the records. So I'm not going to give it to them. Also, out of all the champions in the last decades, especially from any team, he had the best even teams when it comes to defenses and offenses being both equally skilled and great. Tom Brady had those teams. You give any great offensive team Tom Brady's defenses, I'm telling you, they're all winning.
Oh yeah.
7 champions as well.
Of course.
You give the Packers, the Patriots defenses, all those years with Aaron Rodgers, we're winning 10 championships. You give those defenses to Peyton Manning's teams that also didn't have defenses, he's winning 10 champions. You give those defenses to the Saints, Drew Brees is winning probably 5, instead of his 1. You give that team, even though the Patriots, even though the Steelers did have good defenses, if you give them the whole good defense like the Patriots had, the Steelers are winning more championships. That's how I think it would have gone. And Bill Belichick. If you give any team Bill Belichick and with those defenses, they're winning many, many champions.
But there is one guy that I really feel sorry for that was in the NFL who really should have had a chance to win a Super Bowl was Philip Rivers with the Chargers.
Yeah, you give. I was gonna say, you give him what the Chargers a decent defense.
No,
They were.
I guarantee if Philip Rivers was with the New York Giants instead of Eli Manning, Philip Rivers would have 2 Super Bowls, and Eli would have no. But that one year in the draft where Eli and Philip Rivers came out together, Eli Manning had to be a little baby going, I want to play for the Chargers. I want to be traded. That's why the New York Giants and the Chargers swapped quarterbacks. That was some bullshit.
Yeah, because he would have won. I felt like Rivers would have taken the Giants to the Super Bowl as well.
Yeah, instead of Eli. We all know.
Yeah, I just think, going back to Tom Brady real quick, I just think because of the skilled player, people saw him coming out of college, how he was beginning with the Patriots.
Yeah.
It's not Tom Brady. It's that organization of the Patriots, the GM, the coaches. They're what made that team win 7 championships.
Yeah. No doubt.
I just don't get why Tom Brady gets more credit than he deserves.
Well, because he is the quarterback, and quarterback gets most. When they lose the game, they blame the quarterback. When they win the game, they sure.
I was gonna say with Aaron Rodgers, it's that way where it's the opposite, where we don't win, and no one blames him, even though as Packer fans, I should say out of the how many we made like 8 NFC championship games?
Yeah.
Through the years, and we won none. So out of the 8, 5 of them are probably Aaron Rodgers' fault.
Yeah.
Because of literally one pass he refused to make each game.
Because he was worried. So he was so worried about his touchdowns to interception ratio.
Yeah, that he just wouldn't, and again, especially the last 2 years. The last one when I'm not really gonna count the Lions one, but he did miss.
Oh yeah, he missed the wide open.
Wasn't it both the last 2 years? Wasn't Allen Lazard open on both plays?
No,
or was it Cobb this one, the last one that was open?
The final year.
The Lions game I'm talking about.
Yeah, the final year, the last game, we had to beat it and to get in when Aaron Rodgers was there. It was Christian Watson wide open.
Oh yeah, he was open. And then the year before that, with the NFC Championship game, it was Allen Lazard. And then before that, it was Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
But then before that, I don't remember. I think it was.
I think it was Randall Cobb in that back at the end zone.
Yes, and then after that one, wasn't it? He turned the ball over or something, fumbled.
Yeah, he threw an interception.
And then we didn't go for a little bit, and then there was one more play where I think he just missed somebody in the last play.
Yeah,
So it was his decision making, and then that's why when Packer fans were happy, not real happy, but we were optimistic when Devontae Adams left, because we thought, hey, this means he's going to spread the ball around more.
Spread the ball around. But
he proved us wrong, and did not.
Yeah, he only tried to throw the ball to Randall Cobb, Allen
Lazard.
But I don't know why he didn't like to. You should have thrown to Romeo Doubs, Christian Watson,
Amari Rodgers when he was still on the Packers.
Yeah.
I really hate the way the Packers managed that kid's career, man.
Man,
I
yeah.
get Randall Cobb as Roger's best friend, but you don't take a guy who's never been a punt returner from any single level of football, and you put him back there.
Yeah, but yeah, that's how the NFL is, man.
No, I do blame Aaron Rodgers and Matt LaFleur and the Packers for ruining Amari Rodgers' career. He is the only, I don't pay attention to college football. He is the only college football player I have ever liked. And he got drafted to the team that I support, and they do him dirty.
Oh, hey, SGA Sports. Walk up.
What's up?
We're almost done.
Another thing, I think the Lakers are cooked. They
Really?
got JJ Redick to be their coach, and
Wow, they
people
got
say he's
JJ
better than Darvin Ham. I guess maybe when it comes to like rotations,
Whoa.
maybe, but he's still bad. Darvin Ham, I think, gets a lot of unnecessary hate again because the Lakers are like the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA.
Oh, when did you guys get Riddick? When did they get him?
The Lakers got him in the offseason as their coach.
Really?
Yeah.
Good God, yeah, they're done.
And people are saying he's been better, but people have to realize the Lakers roster is also different from last year.
Yeah, it is. The talent is not there anymore.
And unlike Darvin Ham, JJ Redick and LeBron James are best friends, so LeBron's not going to want to take the mantle as much as he did over Darvin Ham. Like, I'm sorry, LeBron James is one of those players where, because of his name or whatever, he feels like he can take over and advantage on stuff.
Yeah.
You have to let your coaches be coaches, and LeBron James doesn't do that.
No.
And that's why I feel like them signing JJ Redick is what he wanted. So this way he could have more of a say in what goes on, you know.
Okay.
Because I feel like that's why the Lakers didn't go well. Maybe because there was rumors or came out saying like, oh, Darvin Ham was really bad at setting up plays and all that stuff. But like, nah, if you're seeing it, a lot of it, it's just that LeBron doesn't like those plays and he's going to change it. So then what does the coach going to do? Every time he comes with a play, LeBron changes it. It was just like how Matt LaFleur would do something and Aaron Rodgers would change it at the line.
Yep, he would. Yeah, that's pretty cool. SGA. Nice.
Hey, that's going to be fire.
Yeah,
So,
but yeah.
They're not that well. I want to try and do something that's not, try and find some teams that are playing well. The Orlando Magic are the 4th seed in the East. They're one of the best teams. I don't know when that came and how that happened, but it's cool, I guess.
What about the Wizards? My team, the Wizards. No, I'm kidding.
I say they're the worst team in the NBA right now.
I'm kidding. Thoughts on the Packers? We were in that game. I'm proud of my team, man. I'm proud.
Yeah, you can't really do it. Was, again, I hate that it ended that way. It seems like every Thursday night game is ending by bad calls.
It is, man.
It's not just the Packers. It just looks like it. That's just how it is. I think the game was great from both teams. Yeah. I just hate that the refs had to ruin it at the end.
Yeah, I mean, it was a fun game to watch.
Yeah, but those 3 missed PIs.
But especially the second half of the game, where it was like touchdown. Yeah. 2 teams were like trading touchdowns back and forth. I'm like, where did this come from? And the first half was like boring. So yeah, but I guarantee if we see the Lions again in the playoffs, we will get that victory.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's hard for one team to beat a team 3 times.
Yeah, and again, especially till this one, a lot of the refs. I'm telling you, that refs didn't take that touchdown away. We'd be
And,
having a different
and,
conversation right now.
and you know, in the playoffs, they pick the best referees to do the game.
Yeah, I don't know. This is one of the topics. I guess this is a good segment to switch to. Is how are both leagues going to fix the ref problem?
You know what? That's the question that everybody's asking.
Because again, NBA refs get paid $500,000 a year, and NFL refs get paid $200,000.
I still can't believe that. I still can't believe the NFL NBA refs make more than the.
I was like, women NBA players only make $200,000. So NFL refs make as much money as WNBA players, but NBA refs make more money than both.
Yeah, that's crazy. Just
Yeah.
think about that. Just think about that.
Hey guys, I might stop streaming and start going to try and be a ref.
Me too.
Hey, if I can call bad calls all day and get paid, sign me up.
Just give me a flag. I'll throw a flag every play. You get a flag. You get a flag. Everyone get the flag.
I thought my flag thing was up there, but I guess it's not.
Like Oprah. Give flags away. Flag here, flag there, flag. Flag everywhere. Flag.
You know, the refs in these leagues are horrendous. Because people, and I always say this in my head, because saying that you would say, like, what you gotta do about it, or something like that. What you gonna do? Stop watching the sport. They lose another viewer.
Yeah. But, you know, that's how sport is, dude, so.
Yeah, it's just that I think it'd be different if they were transparent or honest and would talk like, hey, we are seeing that blah 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 is not like the fans are not liking. We'll try, and they could not change anything, but at least them talking about it will.
But you know what? I'm frustrated. Make it consistent. If you're gonna call it for one team, do the same for the other team. Don't be biased.
Yeah, that's the thing. The call, especially with the NBA, it's like even though we were making our shots, there was again another sequence where you can't have this. There's been more than 6 Bucks games where I've counted sequences where the refs will have like 5 to 8 calls almost in a row. And it will always be for the team that's losing. I realize this isn't just not for Bucks games. I saw this in the Lakers Suns game as well. So it's not just the Bucks. What's up, Lucas?
Let's
just say, like, I will use the Bucks as an example. Let's say the Bucks go on a 14-0 run, which means they scored 14 points in a row. You get one call. All right, that's on the Bucks. Stops the momentum a little.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's not much. Right now, it's a 14-2 run. Now the Bucks get the ball. They ran up. Oh, it's another offensive foul. Well, why didn't you call that play on defense or something like that? Well, for us. So now the other team gets the ball. Oh, now it's a 14-4 run. You know, oh, another call. Where is this one from? Mm-hmm. You know, it's like they come up with ticky-tack calls.
Yeah.
And it's to make the game, I feel like, more competitive. I
wish it was fair on each side.
Yeah, because it is too coincidental. I'll tell you the 6 Bucks games, Suns Lakers, was it Timberwolves in Boston? I saw, and the Timberwolves were doing well, but then they gave it to Boston.
Yeah.
I want to say it was the Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm forgetting as Thunder Kings. Again, another form of runs that they were given to the Sacramento Kings against the Thunder. Like, it's too coincidental when a team is having a run, then also when the run gets to a certain amount, the refs are. Well, man, I remember for against Shield Gilgeous-Alexander, he went up for a layup and got swatted and hit, and I thought it was a foul, but I just like, all right, they're letting him play, hard contact, it's whatever. He misses. Kings get a layup, a rebound, go up for a layup on the other end, and they got fouled. And it was less contact than Shield's foul was.
Yeah.
Like, the NBA does stuff like that way too often. I get a foul is a foul, but like you said, if you're gonna call it on one side, especially if it's harder, Giannis gets hacked and thrown all the time. And they don't call anything. Damian Lillard goes for a steal. It is a foul. I'm not saying it's not, but it is the most soft ticky-tack foul because people go in for steals all the time, hitting people, and they don't call it.
Mm-hmm.
He does it, taps him on the stomach. He's still fine. Doesn't lose the ball. Doesn't lose his balance. It should not be a foul. They call a foul. Giannis literally the play before. Giannis goes and he goes for a layup like this, but as he goes up, he literally gets pushed, and that's how he missed. And they don't call it. Like,
well, you know what? They really got to fix it in every sport.
And again, I would probably give them maybe a tiny bit leeway if they were like the NFL refs. They're not full time. They don't, even though the NFL refs get paid a lot more money than most average people.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Like, it just makes no sense of how NBA refs can be so bad and so inconsistent without it being on purpose. And that's why we're getting so much. It's rigged. There's biasy. There's so much stuff going on in the NBA right now. It's just not fun.
All right, Kendra, I think that's it for today.
Yeah.
We had a nice conversation here. You're getting worked up over the refs.
It's depleting, man. Like, it generally makes me not want to become a fan. I'm gonna stay a fan of these leagues.
I understand. And guys,
like, I'd rather have my team shoot themselves in the foot, so this way I can say, hey, this is what my team did bad. This is what we need to fix. This is what we need to change. This is what this player did bad or didn't do great. You know, you gotta switch that, change that. When the refs are doing it, you have nowhere to go, and then you just say, "Oh, it's the refs," and then people think you're just complaining about the refs.
Yeah, but it is the refs' fault.
Yeah. So
most of the time.
Yeah, especially in recent times. So, maybe in the mid 2000s as players, but now we're not in the mid 2000s. We're in the late 20,000s.
Yeah. So. But you want to tell them what you're going to be up to?
I'm going to get the thumbnail done so we can do the Boston Celtics game today, because that should be a good game for us to stream.
You better get it. It's only like...
If not, we can just use the post that I do on Instagram, and it just won't be aligned fine for one stream. So, but...
Well, I'll get back to you on the live stream. I'm not getting a little tired.
Okay.
You might have to do all the work.
That's totally fine.
I'm just
follow me on Packing a Buck podcast on Instagram. Post highlights, clips, and then schedule sometimes. I gotta post more, but I haven't been feeling well the last, just say 3 weeks, which sucks. So. But hopefully I get my energy back, be consistent again. So I am consistent posting every day, but just not highlights as much as I want to and news stuff. So another thing is I want to get back into gaming, so I'm thinking about making a gaming channel so I can at least do that. So
that'd be awesome.
Maybe you'll see me and Jay play some games together. So
that'd be awesome. I haven't played a game in about 7 months.
Dang.
Yeah, it's been a while. And yes, I do have a PS5.
I'm telling you, get Gundam Breakers 4. We'll play that.
And for me, I'll be uploading some YouTube shorts that my other editor edited for me. So now we have 2 editors. Get it?
Hey, that's dope.
And the YouTube shorts are doing pretty good on the channel. So yeah. But that is it for this podcast. So if you can, is there any way you can contact Jackson? And
Yeah, I'll text him right after this because I'm gonna go use the bathroom. So,
tell him to send it to me,
all right, we'll do.
and I will make everything and see. But I'm kind of in pain right now, so it might be you gotta do all the talking.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'll talk a little bit too, but mostly it'll be you.
Alrighty.
All right, guys. That's it for the podcast today. Thank you for joining us. If you didn't join us and you're watching this on a rerun, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And then go to this guy's Instagram and give him a follow. It's packing a buck. So, all right, guys, like I always say, stay safe, stay positive, and always
Go pack, go.
go. And we'll see you next Friday. And I'll be here on Sunday for the games. All right, guys, you have a great one, and I hope you have a great weekend. I'm out.